Hi, welcome to Abundantia's Gratitude Flow Yoga for Digestion, Grounding, and Receiving. Today's practice does require the use of a block, at least one, or you could also use like a throw pillow from your couch. And I always recommend having a blanket handy, especially if you have sensitive knees. We will be in tabletop pose for sure. You'll also need a journal because we do have some journal prompts coming up here very shortly. So we'll go through that first after my little intro. Today's practice, the asana itself is about 40 minutes, 40 minutes, including from start to finish, from the beginning dropping in to very end shavasana, little meditation sequence, not sequence, but you know what I mean, channeling in the end. And yeah, I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to see you. Oh, also, last thing, you can practice this any time of year. By the way, it doesn't have to be, it's Thanksgiving here in the Americas. But if you are practicing on Thanksgiving, I do recommend waiting at least 2 to 4 hours after you've eaten if you're doing this in the evening, or doing it first thing before you've eaten anything, like maybe first thing in the morning, you know, that kind of thing, before your day gets crazy, before you've had wine, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I will see you on your mat. So we are working with the Roman Norse goddess Abundantia. And she is the goddess of prosperity, success, and abundance, who is said to bring good fortune and financial windfalls to all who call upon her. She carries a cornucopia of golden coins which trail behind her wherever she goes. One sign that she's with you is that you'll find lots of spare change in unlikely locations. And rest assured that Abundantia brings more than pocket money to those who call upon her. She bestows all kinds of prosperity, including increased amounts of time, ideas, and other forms of support. I just love that. And this says the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So I just thought we have officially entered Sagittarius season, and everybody's always talking about how, well, I'm Sagittarius, but everybody's always like, oh, Sagittarius, they're so lucky, they're ruled by Jupiter, blah blah blah. I mean, we can be, okay? We're just super optimistic people, sometimes to a fault. We get hurt, we get burned a lot too, though, because of that sometimes. So don't get it twisted, okay? We do take risks. Sometimes that does not always pan out. Sometimes it does. Sometimes we get big payoff. Sometimes not so much. But anyway, with it being Thanksgiving here in the Americas, I just thought, like, it's a harvest thing. Like, that's kind of, I mean, Thanksgiving was, don't get me started, colonizer type thing. But with it being the harvest was really kind of where my mind went with that. And then Abundantia herself has been showing up quite a bit for me, and I love that. And when I do my goddess card pulls in the morning, so I was like, you know what? Let's do a little yoga practice with you. So that is why she was the inspiration behind this week's yoga practice. And I'm gonna tell you what these journal prompts are. I will read them. They will be in the description, of course, of this practice. Feel free to, like, I'll read the question. Feel free to pause me, write it down. Next question, pause, write it down, or whatever you want to do to, get the questions. And then the next little clip is going to be 5 minutes for you to just write. Okay. So the first question is, where does abundance already exist in my life? Quietly, humbly, beautifully. So feel free to pause it. Second question. What forms of nourishment am I craving that have nothing to do with food? And the third question, how can I allow receiving to feel safe inside my body? So those are the 3 questions that I'm gonna give you some time to write on and reflect on. have a good time. And I'll see you back here in about 5 minutes. those journal prompts kind of got the wheels turning a little bit for you in, how we can kind of tap into our own abundance in different ways that maybe doesn't have anything to do with money or food in some cases, or I don't know, any other forms of, I think oftentimes when we think of abundance, our minds typically go to money, right? But it's kind of nice to associate it with other things as well, because when we can tap into that feeling of like, wow, I am abundant in this way or this area. Of course, money is nice. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Okay, it is nice. Our nervous system does feel settled when we have enough, when we are not in survival mode. It is so much easier to manifest, and it's so much easier to take care of ourselves and all of those things. So please don't get me wrong. That said, we also can tend to forget that, like, when we are in survival mode, it can be really hard sometimes to see other places in our lives where we do have an abundance of stuff. And I've been there, so I know that it can be tricky. My hope with this practice is to kind of show you how yoga can imitate life, right? So where does abundance already exist in my life? Quietly, humbly, beautifully? Well, here on our mat. Breath. It already exists. Humbly, quietly, beautifully with the breath. What forms of nourishment am I craving that have nothing to do with food? And maybe you're not craving certain things, right? But sometimes you're not aware of certain things that your body might need until you're doing it, or until you're in Shavasana and you're like, wow, I didn't realize how much my body needed that pose, or I didn't realize how much my body was craving that certain thing, or whatever the case may be for you, or this stillness, or it can be something as simple as that. Last thing, how can I allow receiving to feel safe inside my body? Again, let's go back to the breath. Sometimes it is really that simple. I don't know if you've ever learned about trauma or PTSD or anything along those lines. The Body Keeps the Score is a great book. I think he mentions this too, how people stop breathing, especially if you have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Your body you're constantly on high alert. And it's not that you're not breathing, it's usually your breath is very shallow. So because you're ready for the next onslaught of danger. So your breath is very shallow and you're not breathing deeply. So being able to receive breath can be an act of self-love and compassion, of course, in and of itself. And it can be also really liberating, and can teach you a lot in terms of receptivity. So those things alone, hopefully today with our practice, can help just even getting things moving for you, not just up here, but in the body. So I'm all about somatic embodiment stuff here. And I think Abundantia would be quite proud of us. All right. So now that I'm done yapping your little ears off, let's go ahead and get started. I do invite us all to sit in a seated posture. If you are going to sit on something, I do recommend it just being lower to the ground today. So like maybe a blanket or nothing at all, if you can. We're not going to be here a super long time, so just keep that in mind. I don't know if that can help alleviate some I don't know if I can sit that long, because I know sometimes our hips can be a bit tight. So if it's super, super uncomfortable, please do sit on something. But otherwise, if you can manage to sit just on the mat, great. Or if you need to sit on, rolled up blanket or something, go for it. But yeah, I just recommend maybe not sitting on the block right away. But if you have to, that's okay. Okay, just throwing that out there. I don't mean to be dictator woman over here. All right, So finding our seat first, and we're just kind of dropping into our bodies, dropping into our space. And if you are like in the Americas and you're doing this on, let's just say Thanksgiving morning, and maybe things are a bit stressful and intense, we really need to kind of shake out some of that stress and anxiety and that like, oh, I have like a laundry list of things to do, that energy. So we're just kind of allowing yourself this time in this space right now to just kind of breathe, shake out some of that anxiety and that stress. All right. And I invite you to bring the awareness to the sits bones first. Just feel the weight of the body on the mat or the earth beneath you. And just tapping into the awareness and that energy of receptivity. If you want to envision roots, of course, you may do so. Maybe you've already gotten there. Maybe your brain's already like, rooting down. That's great. I love that. However, I'm also feeling this vibe of like, what if the earth had something to give you today? What if there's something for you to receive? And maybe it is something to do with the roots and nourishment and grounding. And maybe it is that, right? But what if there's something else? What if there's a message there? What if there's some sort of nourishment or message? Maybe she's saying, maybe there's some sort of abundance that you're missing. Maybe it's simply the abundance of her holding you and keeping you steady and supporting you and supporting your journey. And let's just take a moment real quick just to say thank you. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother Earth, for that. I invite you to place the left hand on your belly and your right hand on your heart. Working with that energy of feeling safe to receive. So as you breathe in, allow the belly to just relax. Allow the belly to draw the air in. So see if you can let it go. You know, so many of us want to keep it tighter or hold it in. See if you can just let it go. Let the air come in. Let the air come all the way down to your perineum, filling up your whole pelvic bowl. Receive that breath. Fill up the lower lungs, the upper lungs, the whole chest cavity. Maybe even hold a little bit at the top and maybe suck in even more air if you can. Receive it all. And then exhale slowly. The opposite way that it came in. So it'll be upper chest, lower chest, upper belly, lower belly. Just do that a couple of rounds, allowing the breath, receiving the breath, giving your body nourishment via other means. already surrounds you. It's already yours. Maybe even just feeling your heart beating as the air comes in, and witnessing how that beautiful heart of yours has been beating since before your brain was even formed, really. And there is something that has been inhabiting your body and looking out behind your eyes, and something that has been breathing you and beating your heart, an intelligence living within yourselves. And maybe you might want to just say thank you to that beautiful divine wisdom. That's got you, that never forgets you, that you are intimately connected with. Take one more deep breath in together, and then exhale it out. When you feel ready, gently blink the eyes open. Release the hands, maybe shake out the hands, the arms, shake out the head if you need to. We'll find our way into tabletop pose. You might decide you'd like to have a blanket for your knees if they are sensitive, like mine. I always place the blanket about halfway along my mat here. In our tabletop pose, we have wrists directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. This is a working pose here, so core is active, the navel's drawn in toward the spine, the pelvic floor is lifted, so anal, vaginal lift here. Shoulders are drawn away from the ears, and there is a little bit of a separation between the scapula. Okay, it's kind of like you're pushing into the earth beneath you. So it's a very strong pose, though also somewhat soft at the same time. So we'll take a deep breath in here, and on our exhale, we'll tilt the pelvis forward as we round out through the back, through the thoracic region. Find our cat pose. I'm going to try not to yell into the microphone here. My apologies. Inhale, belly drops, collarbone spread, look up at the sky. Exhale, round, find your cat. Inhale, come up, find your cow. Exhale, round out, find your cat. Inhale once more, find cow. Beautiful. Come back to center. We'll walk the hands out about a palm length in front. Extend the right leg out behind, and then bring the right foot up to the top of the mat between the hands. So we're in our low lunge pose. Here's where you may want to have a block handy. I'll place it right next to my right foot just to show you, and you may or may not need it. It's up to you in your practice. First thing we're going to do though is check in with our alignment here. So we have a knee to ankle alignment. We'll draw the right hip back slightly so that the hips are squared. Again, we have the pelvic floor lifted here. Core is active, so navel's drawn into the spine. We inhale both arms up on the inhale. And we can look forward here. I like to keep a little smile on my face. Beautiful. Little gentle bend in the elbows. We're kind of scissoring the legs here. I'm going to bring that block back so you can see what I'm doing. From here, right hand's going to come to the block or the outside of the right foot. Left fingertips rather, going to reach up toward the ceiling and then exhale over toward the right side of the space. So kind of this side bend here, this low lunge side bend, getting into the psoas muscles. And then also this pose does aid in digestion. You're welcome to look up at the palm, or you can just keep the gaze straight forward. Just a few breaths here. Perfect. On your next in-breath, we'll bring both arms up. Exhale, both hands down to the mat, and extend the right leg straight. So you can actually keep the toes planted if you'd like, or bring them up if you want, and reach for the toes with the left hand if that feels good, or you don't have to. Making sure that you're still receiving the breath here, so checking in with the breath, checking in with the body. How is it feeling? Perfect. We'll just bring the right knee back to meet the left, and we'll end up back in our tabletop pose. A couple of cat-cow stretches here. Maybe you want to do some barrel rolls as well. That actually feels really good, and it's also helpful for digestion. Are you noticing a theme here? Perfect. And then finding your stopping point. We'll extend out now through the left leg and bring the left foot up to the top of the mat between the hands. Check in with your form here first, and of course, keeping the core active. We'll bring both arms up on the inhale. I'm keeping my block to the side for this side, but you're welcome to keep using yours if you need it. And breathe, scissoring the legs, so squaring up the hips here. Little smile on the face maybe. Take one more deep breath in as we reach fingertips up, and then exhale. The left fingertips come down to the mat, right fingers reach for the sky, and exhale over to the left side. Getting into the right psoas. Opening up through the right intercostal muscles. And receiving the breath through the right side body here. Perfect. Take one more deep breath in here. Bring both arms up, and then exhale. Plant the fingertips. Straighten out through the left leg. You can either keep the toes planted or bring the foot up off the mat. Reach for the toes or don't. Do what feels right for you. Wonderful. And from here, we're going to change it up slightly. So go ahead and tuck the toes on the right foot, and then just bring the knee up off the mat and step the right foot up to meet the left. You are going to need your block for this next pose, or your pillow, or whatever you're using. We're going to heel toe the feet out toward the edges of the mat, and then depending on your anatomical makeup, your hips, your feet are either going to come out to like a 45-degree angle, or they're going to face straight forward. And we're going to come down into our malasana or yogi squat. So I feel like I should face you guys. I feel like I'm having some clothing malfunctions here. My fault. All right. Note to self, don't wear this sports bra again. So we will be here for about 2 minutes. In this pose, I like to place my elbows on the inner thighs and really focus on the inner thigh sensation, okay? Kind of getting in there. It's a nice inner thigh stretch. We're focusing on the energy of receptivity. Abundantia. We're focusing on that energy of, so her like, I feel, so this is why I have this pampas here, is to think of like that energy of like wheat, like the wheat grass, like fields of wheat, but it's like cornucopia. And like even her card is just like this, it's like these gold coins, and she's like pouring her gold coins out, right? But it's just very like, there's this earthy quality to her. And so I don't know what it is, but I was just like, this to me, it just feels very like receptivity. There's just like this pelvic floor softening, receptivity kind of energy. And this kind of also goes in with one of our journal prompts, right? That how can I feel safe inside my body to allow for this receptivity? And so this is part of that, and feeling safe to do so. Like allowing your body right now, where are you holding on to tension in this pose? And see if you can breathe into those spaces and soften. From here, go ahead and plant the fingertips onto the mat in front of you or the floor in front of you, and just move the block off to the side. And slowly find your way down onto your mat. You can move anything off to the side that might be in your way, and we'll make our way into butterfly pose. So in our butterfly pose, soles of the feet come together. The closer the soles of the feet are in toward you, the more intense you are going to feel the sensation on the inner thighs. The further away, the less intense the pose will be. In yin, they say do it further away from the body. I'm more of a go with how you feel kind of a teacher. So if it feels better to you to have them closer in toward you, then you listen to your intuition and you do that. If it feels better to have them further away, then you listen to your intuition and you do that. If anything ever pinches or pulls, or so you're just like, this really, really hurts, then that's your body's way of saying that's not the right one for me, okay? You are your best and truest guide in life, and nobody outside of you can ever tell you what's best for you. So this is the best place to learn how to trust yourself, is on your mat. I can guide us there, but you know your body way better than I will ever know your body. I'm feeling closer in toward my body today. So that said, you're welcome to place the hands around the toes or around the ankles. I like to sit up tall on the in-breath and then round out through my back. That just feels better to me. You can also come down with an elongated spine. Find what works for you today. We'll take a deep breath in together and then exhale, come down, and find your butterfly of choice. So still working with that energy of the pelvic floor softening and that receptivity. And that energy of feeling safe inside your body. And maybe you want to even work with the breath, pulling the breath in and down all the way to the pelvic floor, and then allowing it to come back out, seeing what that feels like for you. Perfect. We'll take a deep breath in together and exhale. Gently find your way up. We'll close the legs like you're closing a book. Find your way down onto your backs. I personally like to plant the soles of my feet and sort of come down kind of like Pilates style, but you're welcome to just come right down onto your back if that feels better to you. Beautiful. Setting up here for a supine twist. I'm just making sure I'm not like flashing the camera here. Bring the right knee in toward the chest and hug and squeeze the leg in. And from here, keep hold of the right knee with the left hand. The right arm's going to come out behind you in either a T or goalpost position. And we'll gently bring the right knee over toward the left side of the space. I'm going to just watch my little timer here, make sure that I stay within that 30-minute mark. I'm getting better timing-wise. Wonderful. We'll take a deep breath in here and exhale. Find your way back to center. Maybe hug and squeeze both of the knees in. Maybe make circles on the ceiling with the knees or draw circles on the ceiling with the knees. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So left leg draws in toward the chest and left knee comes over to the right side of the space this time. So twisting poses are excellent for aiding in digestion. It kind of gets those digestive juices flowing. It's been said that it's kind of like wringing out, a dirty dishcloth, except for your digestive tract. So this can be a really great posture to do before eating or after eating, but don't ever do like right away after eating. Of course, always wait appropriate amount of time, 2 hours usually, roughly. 2 to 4 hours after eating, but this is a great pose to do to aid in digestion as well. So additionally, it is a very nourishing pose. Perfect. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Maybe hug and squeeze the legs in again. And from here, you can plant the sole at the right foot or bring the leg straight out. It's up to you, whatever feels right. And then grab hold of the outside of the left leg, or you can reach for the big toe with your peace fingers. We're coming into half happy baby for just a couple of breaths. And just kind of drawing the knee down toward the earth. You can also play around with extending the leg or straightening the leg and bending the knee, whatever feels good to you. Just trying to keep an eye on the time a little bit. Amazing. And let's go ahead and switch out the legs. So right leg's turn here. And you might decide that you want to, the left knee needs to be bent for the right side, and that's okay. I mean, if that's how the right side is today, then that's all right, you know. We do yoga, we balance things out, and it's all good. Here for now. Perfect. Go ahead and plant the soles of both feet. Make any little adjustments that you might need to make, maybe in your clothing, such as myself here, before making your way into Shavasana. Now, if there's any other pose that you feel like you need to do before getting there, that's totally fine. If lying flat on your back doesn't necessarily feel like what you want to do today, that's okay too. You can lie on your side. You can grab a bolster or a cushion from your couch and put some support behind your knees. But I invite you to just get comfortable, and we'll just be here for a few minutes. So just kind of shake out the body a little bit, allow yourself to settle. Allow the feet to splay out. Allow your arms to splay out. You're not confined to the mat. I do recommend a little space in the underarms, though keep the hands below the heart. Maybe you take a deep breath in and then just exhale out through the mouth. And I invite you just to intend. If you can't visualize, we'll just intend to envision Abundantia's cornucopia of blessings just sort of raining down upon you. Now, these gold coins, they're special because yes, they are gold coins, and yes, they are abundant, but when they touch you, they're not hard and they don't hurt. They're soft. They're a soft coin, and so as they land on you, as they land on certain parts of your body, they actually end up relaxing you. So you find that as they touch your toes begin to soften, and your feet soften, and these coins just pile up all around you, all around your feet, and they pile up all around your calf muscles and your knees, and they pile up all around your legs, and you notice that your thighs and the hamstrings just sort of fall off the femur bones. And those same coins land on your belly, and they land right on your pelvic bowl area, and all of the muscles in your abdomen soften. And because all of these coins are just landing everywhere around you, your entire nervous system just settles, and you're just put at ease, because there's just so much. There's more than enough. There's always more than enough, more than you even know what to do with most times. And your chest softens, and your upper arms soften, and your elbow joints, your forearms, your wrists, and you feel loosening in your hands because you can loosen your grip. You don't feel like you have to control or nickel and dime everything anymore, because it's just free flowing. You can loosen up a little bit. It's okay. You can let go, because you know that no matter how much you let go, there's always more coming in. All of these coins just constantly stacking up around you. And you just breathe a sigh of relief, because you're constantly being taken care of. Because you are Mother, Father, God's child. And you are so loved by the universe. And there is nothing in this world that you could ever do to discredit that. And nobody can ever take that away from you. And your worth is not defined by anyone outside of you. No one ever gets to take that away from you. And Abundantia, she's just here to remind you. And her coins surround you, and they drop all around your head, and they drop into your crown chakra, and it lights up your crown chakra and your third eye space. And you have this aha, this remembrance that yes, indeed, it's true. That is who I belong to. That is where I belong. I am Mother, Father, God's child. I am the Creator's child. I am the divine in human form. There is nothing that I cannot do, be, or have. And for that, I am grateful. I am grateful for all the things that I have. I am grateful for every blessing that I have. And I'm grateful for everything that I do not see that is on its way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Source. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Abundantia. And so it is. If you feel like staying here in Shavasana for a little bit longer, please do. If you are ready to make your way out of Shavasana, I invite you to take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Start wiggling fingers and toes, hands and feet, and maybe a full body stretch. And let's roll over onto the right side and use the right arm as a pillow. And using the left hand, gently press into the floor or the mat in front of you. As you peel your torso up, find your way into a seated posture, hands in front of the heart in our Anjali Mudra. And we'll gently tip the chin down toward the chest, bowing to that beautiful inner teacher of yours that guided you here today, that guided you to this practice. Thank you so much for trusting me with your journey today, however brief our time together was. I'm so happy that you were here and that you got to know yourself a little bit differently today. May the benefits of today's practice stay with you long after today is over. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place inside of you in which the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the shadow, the peace, the truth, the beauty within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are connected. We are one. We are the same. Aloha and namaste.